I'm going to talk about oversensitivity. Now, I bet you've heard that word a lot used in your life, or maybe your friends' lives, or some members of your family. I know it's been used in my life a lot. Being a psychic medium, I'm definitely oversensitive at times. So I'm going to tell you the 3 secrets to oversensitivity. And this is information I have never released before. But I'm doing it to help those who have a hard time with oversensitivity. Hi, my name is Jennifer Edwards, and I'm a life guidance intuitive and psychic medium. Now, being oversensitive in life is really difficult at times. And actually, I don't even like that word, oversensitive. I'm going to use a different word, hypersensitive. And why am I using that word? Because hypersensitive means the ability to have an intense feeling, to feel the feelings of others at an intense level. It is a gift. Hypersensitivity is a gift. And with that gift, you get given other gifts like empathy, compassion, and a caring nature. None of these are problem gifts. The problem with hypersensitivity is not knowing how it works and how to control it. In my industry, hypersensitive people are usually called clairsentient people, which means clear feeling. Now, I guess we've all had times when we've been hypersensitive. It could have been at a function, someone's looking at it around the room trying to escape from you, and you get all hurt and all your feelings are hurt and you get anxious and you go, what's wrong with me? Or you go to work and you're feeling really, really good, and then by lunchtime you're feeling really, really grey and pretty flat, and you think, why am I so moody? And you're trying to get a handle on all this emotion that's going on in you all the time. So here's the secret, and let me explain. That person who was looking around the room wasn't even thinking about you. They happened to see their ex-partner across the room and needed to get out of there. They were looking for exes to exit the room. They weren't worried about what you were saying. They didn't care what you were saying. They had nothing to do with you. But being the little sensitive person you were, you would have taken all their emotions, all their anxiety, their depression, their fear, and their need to escape. And you would have wrapped that itself around you, and you would have thought, what's wrong with me? He just wants to get away. You know, I shouldn't be here. I feel really anxious. And it goes on, right? Or at work, when you start feeling really flat, by lunchtime you think, I just want to get out for lunch and get in some fresh air. What's wrong with me? I'm so moody. But what you're really doing is picking up the energies of people in the office, or anybody who's going through any problems, despair, despondency, or financial stress. You're picking it all up. So this is the secret, and I'm going to give it to you in 3 points. These are the 3 points to understand and to handle your hypersensitivity. Now, the first point is this. If you're feeling really, really good, and suddenly you don't feel so good, and you start going downhill a little, I want you to stop, and I want you to think, what's happened? If nothing negative has happened to you, no one said anything nasty, everything's going smoothly, then I want you to stop, and I want you to think, why have I suddenly changed? Now, it could be because Bill's walked into the room and sat at his desk, and suddenly after half an hour you're starting to feel depressed. Now, I would pretty well guarantee that it's not you, it's Bill. So you need to stop, and you need to ask yourself, is it me or is it him? Is it me or is it them? The second point I want to make is, once you find out who it is, I want you to stop wrapping their feelings up around you. Okay? I want you to stop that. I want you to start feeling around the room. I want you then to ask yourself, is it them or is it me? And the third point I want to make is, if you're able to, I want you to start feeling consciously the feelings you're picking up. So you can do this through your mind, you can do it through your heart, you can do it by imagining imaginary hands that you're feeling around you. So I want you to start thinking and feeling the energies around you in the room, around your body. And what you'll do, you'll gradually start to pick up anger, you'll start to pick up a dark, heavy energy. You'll start thinking, oh, there's something in that area that's a bit wrong, I'm not really sure about that. And as you grow and as you get more confident, you'll start to distinguish what these energies are. And once you can do that, you'll understand that these energies, this hypersensitivity you have, is definitely about picking up the energies of others. So if you suddenly start feeling sad or despondent, but you were happy a minute ago, it is not you, it is them. I want you to consciously try to do this, because it's about learning that these energies are outside of you. If you were feeling really good, then they were out. This is outside of you. Those energies that are making you sad are outside of you. And you're just picking it up from the people around you, or that have been around you. So you, being a hypersensitive person, have always had this ability to pick up the energies around you, but you haven't done it consciously. So I'm pointing this out to tell you, be a conscious hypersensitive person. And by being a conscious hypersensitive person, you become empowered. Because once you understand it's not me, it's them, then you can let it go. Now, if you find it is me, well, then you need to deal with it. That's your issue. You need to deal with it. But if it's someone else's, that's not your issue. You need to let it go. You know, this is such a common problem, and I have spent years working all this out, and Spirit gave me this information, and I've tried and tested it all, and it really works. But it takes practice. It takes a conscious awareness that this is happening around you. It takes the faith and the trust that this is what it is. It's not a psychological problem. It's not a low self-esteem problem. It's an energy problem. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just sensitive. So you will meet children in your life, or perhaps you were one where you were always emotional, teary, you know, didn't like to go into places. When I was young, I couldn't eat anywhere. I'd walk into a place and think, oh my God, I can't eat here. It used to drive my husband nuts. But it was the way it was, and I couldn't help it. I couldn't get the food down my throat because I just felt the energy and I didn't like her. That's all it was. So just to reiterate, the 3 things that hypersensitive people need to remember. The first one is to stop. Stop the negative self-talk. Stop the I'm no good, I'm moody, what's wrong with me, I feel anxious when I wasn't a minute ago. Stop that. I want you to feel the energies around you, feel the room, feel the people around you. Is it them or is it me? And that's when you decide. If it's them, to let it go. If it's you, deal with it. It is outside you, it's not inside you. So look, please share this video with someone who you know is hypersensitive, because it may just help them in their life, because the poor old hypersensitive person does get it hard, you know, does get it hard in life and gets lectured a lot how not to be so sensitive and toughen up. Well, this is a way for you to learn how to manage it. This information has not been released before. This is new, and it's new because it's not psychological problems. It's an actual energy problem. Now, if you want me to go a little further into this, just let me know in the comments below. But for those who are interested, I have written a blog and I have put it on my website. I just learned how. And you can go and read it, and you can practice, because I want you to practice this. This is really good information. It works. But you have to be consciously aware, and you have to practice, 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 and it will work. So thanks for listening to me. It's been great to have a chat. I hope this has helped someone or some people out there, and I'll be back again soon. In the meantime, ciao for now.